Sales, coupons, and promo codes, oh my. This week, we're going to be talking about the pros and cons with, using sales, promo codes, coupons, and, what the pros and the cons of those are and how you can use them in your business. So guys, a lot of businesses like to have sales, they like to have promo codes, they coupons, to drum up some business, to, increase demand, get a spike of demand for their products and their services. And this is a pretty effective method, and that's why, your grocery store has been doing it for like 100 years. But the question comes down to, should I do this? How often should I do this? And, what are the repercussions of doing this? Just like any other thing with selling online, there's, pros and cons to doing this. The biggest advantage of offering sales and coupons is that, you obviously get a brief spike in demand. As long as you're having this promotion going on, you're going to see elevated traffic because, the price is lower, more people can afford it, it's cheaper, so your fans are like, oh my God, I got to rush in here and buy this right now. You're going to see that increased demand, and that's going to lead to hopefully higher profitability in the short term. So this can be really great for your business. Another pro of using these sales and these promo codes is to take advantage of holidays and seasonal type goods. So, for example, when Black Friday comes up, this is an opportunity for you to, get out there and put out a sale when, other people are expecting sales, your competitors are having sales. It's just the time to do that. You also have things like Easter and Christmas where, after that season, sometimes it makes sense to clear out inventory. It can help you really, be flexible with the seasons, and you can have sales when things come in and out of season. It can really help you with managing that inventory. Sales can be an integral part of inventory management. Another way that coupon codes and things like that can really help you out is they can allow you to track your customers. And this is great. So if someone uses a certain promo code or they use a certain coupon code or whatever, you know where they came from because you know where they got that code. So you see this a lot of times with like YouTubers and podcasts and stuff like that. Like, use the code BILL10 to get 10% off your first order. It's a great way to know where you're getting traffic from, what advertising is working, so you can double down and spend money in that direction versus another direction. So that's a really big plus of coupons that is often overlooked, is you can track back the source of where you are getting your customers from. Another advantage of using sales is it can help you to introduce new products. So when you have a sale, let's say you're introducing a new product, you can put that product on sale so more people will be willing to try it. So it can help to introduce that new item, and you can couple it with the launch. And it can really help you get that item off the ground. I recommend doing this a lot of times when people are launching new items on Amazon or whatever, when you lack those reviews. It's a good way to help with that initial review, getting that product off the ground, just having a little bit of a sale, a little promotional code, whatever. Finally, one more pro I want to talk about is you may attract people who may not buy your item otherwise. There's a large group of people out there like me that are really cheap, where we love the bargain bins. We don't buy nothing unless it's on sale. And you're going to attract people like that. When you put your item on sale, people who normally would not consider making that purchase might decide to take advantage of the offer and come in and buy something that they normally wouldn't. And this is going to help you appeal to a larger audience, and it might let you capture some sales that you wouldn't have captured otherwise. Now, there are a lot of cons with sales. And, sometimes I question whether you should use them or not, depending on, what your direction of your brand is and what your overall strategy is. Because, in my opinion, sales really cheapen your brand. So if you're going to offer something at 20% off for this occasion or that occasion or whatever, my first question to you is, why isn't it that price all the time? So You might have something for sale for $100, but if you're going to give it away for $80, is it really worth the $100? You see this all the time, especially in like department stores. You walk down the clothing racks, everything's 30% off. Everything's 40% off. It doesn't mean anything. Nothing's on sale. It's just an illusion. And when you go out there and you put that, 20% off on there, I instantly look at your brand and I go, you're putting a high price on there. You're trying to make me feel good. This is all an illusion, and your item is actually not worth your $100 original price. The second reason why I think, you really got to be careful with running these kind of sales is people can time them. So, for example, if I know I'm getting new McDonald's coupons at the end of the month, I might not go to McDonald's until I get those coupons because I know I'll get the 2-for-1 Big Macs. I can actually hold off on getting something if I know a sale is coming up. This is kind of a problem that Men's Warehouse ran into at one time. Remember when they used to give away, buy one suit, get 7 free, Why would you ever buy a suit at Men's Warehouse when you know that sale comes up every year? Why would you do that? Why would you go buy a car next Tuesday if Toyotathon is next month? You don't do it. So what ends up happening is you create this basically buying trigger that your business then relies on. So, you really want to make sure that you don't become predictable with your sales, that people, expect the sale. Because when people begin to expect the sale, now they're just going to wait till they get it at the price that they want it at. A controversial but important point with sales. Not only do they cheapen your brand, but they make your brand more attainable. And this can be a bad thing. Because if you're an aspirational brand or you want a certain type of person to wear your clothes or buy this product, when you put things on sale, you make it that somebody that's not in your target market might buy that, and it might look out of place. So for example, if I went to the Gucci store and a bunch of things were on sale, I might buy that. And quite honestly, I'm probably not the target market of Gucci, and by me wearing Gucci, I'm actually depreciating the exclusivity of it, the people who it's part of their high fashion. I would normalize Gucci rather than leave it in that high fashion category where it appeals to certain people. So, you got to be careful with your sales that you don't actually devalue something to the point where it makes your brand look cheaper, that it appeals to audiences outside your target demographic, which might cause your target demographic to be disinterested. So, you really want to keep these things in mind because they're important. Finally, the last thing I want to put out there about sales is it's important to remember that you can lose money running a sale. Because when you run a sale, you're giving a percent off, you're giving a dollar amount off, you're giving away something, you're giving up margin. And anytime you're giving up margin, a lot of other things can stay constant. So maybe, somebody comes along, they buy that shirt for 50% off. I still have the same manufacturing costs, the same shipping costs, the same advertising costs possibly. So, just thinking that, if I put something on sale, I'm going to sell more of it, that's not always a guarantee. Sometimes you'll run a sale and you'll find out you don't really sell that much more and that it's actually, negatively profitable because you went out and you spent all this money promoting the sale and nobody bought anything. So it's important to remember that sales are not always a home run. So, it's important to temper your expectations and know that, sales can lose you money. Like I said, we went over a lot of different things here about the pros and a lot of different things about the cons. And what I would just say is stay true to your brand, stay true to your brand's direction. It's all right to use coupons and promo codes, and it's also okay to not. Different practices are acceptable for different companies, but it's important to keep in mind, what your overall goal is. If you're a luxury brand, you might never run a sale ever. You got to really look into what your brand is, what your plans are, and then use sales to enhance your brand's sales strategy and your marketing strategy to achieve more profitability. So guys, if you could take a second, give us a like, give us a subscribe. We really need your help. We're trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers. Last video, we just passed 400. That means we're almost halfway there. We're going to do something special when we get to 500. I know that for sure. And, when we get to 1,000, we'll also do something pretty great. So, need your help to get there. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, share us with your friends. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching this video. We'll be back at you next week with more content, and we hope you stay tuned.